Well, Lexi, since you have
I
yours
am.
done, would you like to share yours with the group?
I am good at schoolwork. I have nice friends and I'm easy to forgive.
Speak up.
Great.
I'm easy to forgive. I'm good at schoolwork and I have nice friends.
Good. Sammy, did you finish yours?
Well, wise, caring, and lovable.
I am a caring person. I like to work. I worry about my grandkids.
Michaela?
I believe I'm smart, independent, and easy to get along with.
Okay, so I see some really good personal strengths from each of you. I can tell, Carmen, that you're very caring, especially with your family. You want to make sure that they're going the right path and they're all taken care of. Does your work life kind of contribute to how you care about your family? To
My work
provide for
life?
them?
Well, sure. I worked all the time. I didn't want to miss work. I wanted to provide the best that I could for my family,
Mm-hmm.
kids and grandkids,
Mm-hmm.
and but I didn't want to overdo it and spoil them.
Yeah, I understand
But I
that.
wanted to be able to, if I had to, furnish something that they
Yeah.
needed.
So you want to make sure that your grandchildren have a high work ethic.
Yes.
You want them to work for the things that they want to achieve in life.
Yeah, you know that from growing up and being around me that I had you do things to learn that you had to have responsibilities,
Mm-hmm.
and by working, I give you some spending money
Mm-hmm.
that made it worth working,
Mhm.
that give you a goal in life.
Mm-hmm. Michaela and Lexi, do you kind of go along with that too? You find yourself working a lot and working hard for what you have?
Yeah, I want to be a vet.
You want to be a vet? What would you like to be, Michaela?
I'd like to be a nurse.
A nurse. That's great. That's really great. Now, Sandy, what do you think about yours? You're kind of the affectionate one in this household.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm always caring and always worrying about everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to make sure that everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm. I could see some frustration between you and Carmen. Is there something going on?
We always
You have a hearing?
The hearing,
Hear-
the hearing's
Does
the
that
problem.
bother you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What bothers you about it?
Well, I know when I ask her a question that I'm going to automatically have to ask her twice. It's a thing, whether she can hear me or not.
Mhm.
It's, and then I have to go louder, and then I hear this.
and he
You don't
gets
have to be so loud.
frustrated.
It's very
It's
frustrating.
it's frustrating. I can
Frustrating.
sense that. And it's not like Sandy can help it, but after a while, when you have to repeat yourself so many times, you find your voice raising, and you don't mean to be mad, but your voice is escalating, so it
Well,
comes off that way.
Another thing, too, is when I was working, I put in a lot of hours, long hours every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I retired, we're around one another a lot, and you start nitpicking at one another.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes maybe getting on one another's nerves or whatever, which you have to work that out. I guess that's part of retirement.
Yeah. How do you handle that? Do you work outside a lot? Do you do different things together? Or?
I'm outside most of the time in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
mowing grass and keeping busy.
Mm-hmm.
Winter time's a little different. You're inside a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It get a little more frustrating, but then you learn to help to do the housework,
Mm-hmm.
to help her out, dishes, run the sweeper.
What do you think about that, Sandy?
Well, he's, like he says, he's out most of the time in the summertime. And then the inside, it just took us a while to adjust
Mhm.
him being retired and me, just having.
You don't have the house to yourself anymore.
Right.
It's understandable.
Messing up her routine.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, well, people, they they don't like change, and when change happens, it takes some adjustment. So it seems like you guys have adjusted pretty well so far, from what I've heard. Now I've heard from the emails you guys sent me that there's some sibling conflicts going on. Can you maybe specify on that a little bit?
Not between us two.
No, siblings. Between.
Yeah, the sisters.
Yes.
I think that's typical
Mhm.
with siblings.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're
definitely.
picking and arguing at one another.
Mhm. What do you think, Michaela?
I mean, I just get frustrated because it's like everything I do, she copies me, and I don't like that, and it gets on my nerves. But then I think that I was her age, and I did that to my older sister a lot. So I think it's something I just realized it happened to me, so I believe that I should kind of pass that on and do the same to my little sister. But I agree with my grandpa that it is what sisters do. We fight a lot, but it's out of love mostly.
So, you have something to say, Lexi?
I do. I have a question for Michaela. Did you like when Erica picked on you? Did you like when your older sister picked on you?
Not really, but
Then
I assumed I could take it out and I wouldn't have to worry about it no more. So after it happened to me, I thought, well, hey, I can do it to you too. And I did.
But if you didn't like it, maybe I don't like it either.
Exactly.
And that's why I picked it. Because I'm defending myself.
Okay, I can sense a little bit of tension in here right now.
There you go.
Now, what you are very right. Developmental stages that I kind of touched on earlier are normal, especially in the teenage years. You're kind of trying to figure out who you are, what you want to be, and it can be kind of frustrating, as Michaela said, whenever you have somebody else who's younger than you. You feel like you're constantly being like mimicked. But have you ever thought of it this way, that maybe she looks up to you a lot?
No, I mean, I never looked at it that way. I just always assumed she was copying me just to get on my nerves and get under my skin because she knows that it's one of my buttons she likes to push.
Well, since you guys are together for a majority of your time, I'm sure there is some frustration there, and that's normal, but you're the older sister, so especially since you're both female siblings, you're the main person in her life that she learns from. So, what do you think, Lexi? How do you feel about that?
It's nice to hear what she says, but I don't know. Kind of don't want to admit if I do get
Speak
back to her because it's a little embarrassing.
You don't want to admit that you look up to her because it's embarrassing?
Sometimes I look up to her, but when she
Speak up.
acts stupid, then I don't look up to her.
Act stupid. Can you explain what that means?
Sometimes she just like does things that aren't really.
Speak up.
No, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Can't explain it.
But you just love each
But-
other.
But that is good that you've admitted that, yes, you do look up to her, even though it's sometimes hard to say, but you do. So that's a good personal strength that you're relaying to the rest of your family, that you do have respect for her. So that's wonderful. I think that's a really good point to start from here. So I kind of think from now we don't really have to go around as far as each individually writing down something that your family has as far as strengths, but how about figuring it out together? And I'll write them down for you. Or Carmen, if you would like, you could write them down.
What's that, huh?
What we're going to do is, instead of everybody writing down 3 family strengths, yeah, we're going to all figure it out together, what you guys believe to be your strengths as a family. So we just have to write down 3.
I believe that we all love each other.
You want
That's
me
a
to
good
write
one.
that down?
Yeah, so love could be number 1.
Like that?
Well, it's kind of a group thing.
It's
you
a
guys
group
can all
thing,
talk about it. Yeah.
I trust everyone.
Just trust.
Look up to one another.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's that?
Look up to one another.
Because as we were talking, I kind of noticed that both of you take pride in having a strong work ethic, and I'm sure that shows because you have great grades in school, and you both have very ambitious career goals. So that kind of, to me, reflects the fact that you do get a lot of work ethic